Look here, I got my own journal. I love it, and it still feels so surreal. I love journaling, and some of the benefits are that it reduces stress, plus keep your memory sharp. I have been using the setup for about 5 years, and it's just three things that are important to me. Something that I'm grateful for, something that I'm proud of, something that I dream of, something that I pray for. Simple, but but efficient. And then now I have a notebook too, so go check it out. It's on Amazon, or you can check the link in the show notes. Hope you enjoy this episode. Now, hello and welcome to Life with Francy podcast, a place where you will find all kinds of conversation like mental health, self-love, self-care, trauma, hobbies, and more. With this podcast, I want to create a place where we support one another in business and personal life. Hope you enjoy this episode. Now, let's get the show started. On today's episode, I have the pleasure to talk to Dr. Daphne, who knows how important it is to prioritize self-care and nurturing your inner child. She is committed to guiding her clients on a journey of mental, physical, and emotional wellness, helping them to overcome obstacles and achieve their highest potential. I am so excited for this conversation. Now, let's welcome Dr. Daphne to the show. Tell us, what is life with you?
Hey, Francie. It's so good to meet you and be on the show with you. Okay, life with me. I am currently in Sri Lanka right now. I am, I'm so happy and excited. I am a psychologist, as you know, and I specialize in self-care. I do more retreats nowadays instead of one-on-one. So I love helping people get in touch with their soul's deepest cravings, and I do the same thing in my life. So I have decided to travel the world. This is my 65th country. I was just thinking yesterday, I can't believe it. I never thought I would do that. I never had the goal, oh, let me see how many countries I can hit. And it's still not about the number. It's just about experiencing the world and experiencing cultures. And as I do this, as I travel, I incorporate self-care in my own life, in every challenge there is. And so I live it, and then I also teach. Not just, I don't like the word teach as much, because it comes from the inside out. So everyone, I believe everyone has the answers within them. I think there's a lot of out there in the world right now, a lot of, hey, you have this problem, well, I have the answer. Let you pay me and I'll tell you the answer. And I don't do that. I mean, and if anything, I point it back. So, you are empowered, and we have the answers if we're willing to dig deep enough. So that is the core for today.
I love that. And I have a friend from Sri Lanka, so I can't wait to tell her, like, oh my gosh, I got a guess that it's like in Sri Lanka right now. And I know that I'm saying it wrong because I have said it wrong for 5 years since I met her.
Oh my goodness, it's amazing. That's so cool.
Awesome.
It's an amazing place. I love it here. I had no idea what it would be like. It has a little bit of an, I was going to say island vibe, but obviously because it is an island, but it's a little bit like Hawaii too. To me, it feels, the air feels soft, and the air smells fragrant and good. The beach is right next to me right now. I am so grateful.
Nice. I love that. So yeah, how did your mission started?
How did it start, you said?
Yeah.
The mission? Well, where do I start on my story? Well, I think it was 2019. I felt like, I think pretty soon I'm going to start traveling. And I did travel in 2019. And then, of course, as we all know, the world closed down because of COVID. And then finally, 2022. So last year, the beginning of last year, everything started opening up. Everyone started traveling. And I was one of those people that also started traveling. And I started going to, I started in Belize, and then I went to Southeast Asia, and then Europe. And then I took a little break, and then I decided to start again in Africa, which was fun. the Balkans, and then Nepal, India. Now I'm in Sri Lanka. So I'm kind of going in a certain, I don't have it mapped out. I don't say, oh, I'm doing this on this particular date. I just kind of go with the flow, and where I'm a digital nomad. So I just say, hey, where would I feel the best to work at for a few weeks? And also I look at plane tickets and prices and stuff like that. And it's actually doable. It's a doable lifestyle. So that's how it kind of progressed. I always have loved cultures, the world, travel, and I decided to just experience it. I don't know how long it'll last, and I'm not attached to that. So that's that's the journey right now. That's Daphne. That's me right now. So I have the travel. Yeah, so there's kind of like two passions I'm living simultaneously at the moment. It's the travel, and then the soul spa is what I call my retreats. It's a spa for your soul. So you kind of learn how to take care of your inner self, get in touch with your soul's deepest cravings, and from the inside out, create and live the life that you love, and it just starts to glow. You know, your life starts to glow from the inside out.
I love that. So where did the passion come from for like self-care and, you know, mental health and all of that?
Well, I've always wanted to help people. I didn't know exactly how I would when I was younger, when I was a teenager or in my 20s, but then I decided not only did I want to help people, but I love psychology. I love the inner self. I also love physical health. Like, I think that's very important, but I would rather just deal with empowering people and understanding why people are the way they are, and how to move forward towards goals in a positive way, in a way that empowers them, not in a way that they're become dependent on anything external. So of course, I became a psychologist, and by the end of my 20s, I was a psychologist. I'm 46 at the moment, and I'm on chapter 46 of my life. And then I had a lot of experiences with different populations and different types of hospitals or clinics and stuff like that. And then I realized how important it is for people to learn, myself included, how to feel fulfilled, feel good on a daily basis. And that doesn't come with having everything perfect in my life around. It doesn't come from the outside in. We really do have the choice to be happy from the inside out. And I know that sounds very simplified and easy, but it's a muscle. It's like a muscle that you can develop. It's not easy at first, but if you don't give up and keep trying and keep developing it, it becomes like a way of life and a way the brain works. The brain is able to create new neural pathways and develop a way of feeling, thinking. So is it okay if I give you an example of something I was struggling with today? Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Oh my goodness. So here's an example of how things are not perfect. I got here to Sri Lanka. Yes, I'm in a beautiful location, very inexpensive place right next to the ocean right now. But I got here and I learned that my bank card is frozen. That is a big problem because people only use cash here, only use cash. At least where I've come in contact, the Uber only use cash to pay the hotel here. It's only cash. I've heard that other hotels do take card, but I guess that's just my luck. I need cash to pay. And usually that's no problem. When I was in India, I mean, so many places I've been paying cash almost, many countries just like cash. So I do that. And I just go to the local ATM and I get cash from my bank card. I have had no problems up until now. this many countries and never had an issue. Very grateful. But I think for whatever reason, travel, there's probably a flag. Maybe I forgot to tell them I was going to this particular country. Oops, I made a mistake. I can make mistakes, imperfect, and still love myself. But yeah, I made a mistake, and they put a freeze on my account, my bank card. And usually you can just call in and get it unfrozen. But because of certain things that happened with the bank, my particular bank, when I was gone, since I've been out of the US, it's complicated. I don't need to give details, but it's not reinstated. And we don't know how long it's going to take. It could take days, it could take weeks. And I have about $40 in local currency. That's it. So it's very stressful. I spent 5 or 6 hours today getting a little tuk-tuk to take me to, I went to like 5 or 6 banks, ATMs, all of them said no. I went to 2 different banks. It's a Saturday. We're about 12 and a half hours ahead of the US. Everything was about to close. They tried, I got a very nice person trying to help me, but no matter what, I have not found a way to wire money to myself. I have the money in the account. It's a big mess. And the old me would have been freaking out. I mean, I don't want to be, it's easy for the mind to go to extremes. What if I become homeless on the other side of the world and I don't know anybody and I don't know how to help myself? This is so scary. My life is in danger. No, my life is not in danger. I am here. There are nice people here. I've told them about it the best I can with the language barrier. I am okay. At this moment, I am grateful. I am okay. And I'm just going to take it one step at a time. And I allow myself to feel happiness and to feel joy and to breathe deeply, feel peace, no matter what circumstance I am in. And I'm practicing it today. And I have been given the opportunity to practice.
Practice what you preach, huh?
Yeah.
That's how life is sometimes.
Yes. It forces you to practice what you preach.
Nice. So about the retreat, do you do it like at the country that you are right now, or do you just plan it? I'm like, okay, well, next week I'm gonna be in so-and-so country, so I'm gonna do it in that country.
I love that. I love how you think, Francie. Well, even though I'm a little bit more carefree, I understand that most people need a little bit of heads up to plan travel across the world. So I do plan ahead. And excuse me, I have done retreats online via Zoom for companies. They've gifted their employees, stress is an issue with people and working in companies. And if your employees are feeling good from the inside out, they're going to be more productive. They're going to get along better. They're going to attract customers. So businesses have hired me to have soul spa 1 hour of the week. So for example, I forgot if it was Monday or Friday morning. I think it might have been Monday morning. Like the first thing, instead of going into work, at least they know they have an hour with me, and I do some guided meditations. I do some stress management, stuff like that, getting them in touch with what their purpose is, because you can work for another company and be living your true purpose if you're aligned with the company. So why not live your best life and do that? So I do some online. I have done 2 in person, and I have my 3rd one scheduled for the end of next month. It's overseas. So I will be doing another one probably within the next 6 months. I haven't decided where, but it's probably going to be overseas somewhere. So I have, if you don't mind me just mentioning right now, I have at spotforthesoul.com/retreat. You can put your email there if you want to know where the next one is going to be. That's my website, spa4thesoul.com/retreat.
No,
So
yeah, I
that's
freaking love that. And yeah, so
Did
you have a spot as well. Yeah, tell us more.
you say that you have a spa as well?
You on the website, I was looking, oh, it's like a
Oh,
spa experience.
it's an experience, an inner
I love
experience.
that.
Yeah, it's a metaphor. So I don't own a spa or anything. It's just the inner spa for your personal soul. Yeah.
Oh, I love that so much. So yeah, so
Thanks.
how do you help your clients?
I help my clients in different ways. There are some workshop type things where we do processes. I'm not going to reveal what those processes are exactly, but I know we do processes. There's information we learn, and then we do some group things and also some guided meditations. I'm also a neurolinguistic master NLP neurolinguistic programmer. I have hypnosis background. I have, of course, psychology background, master's and doctorate. So I integrate all of these things to help rewire your brain so you are meeting what you want in your life, your goals, and what you crave. And it's usually a feeling that we crave. It's usually, well, a goal, but that's because we believe the goal is going to get us a certain feeling. So I want to be a millionaire. Why? What do you want? You want security? You want freedom? You want to meet your soulmate. Well, what reason? For what purpose? For what purpose? And then usually because I want to live in love and live in joy or live in bliss and security. So we address the emotions and address it from the, what do you call it? Kind of reverse address it from the goal and then back to where we are and then go along that path.
I love
That
that.
makes
That
sense.
is very interesting. And it's so true because we're just chasing the feelings. So
Yeah.
why not have the feelings like right now as you're trying to get there? I love
Yeah.
that absolutely.
Yeah.
So is there anything else that you would like my listeners to know about your amazing life?
Well, I just wanted to say hello, share the love and joy, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Just if you can, take 30 seconds when you stop listening, or even right as we speak right now, take 30 seconds, breathe deeply, let your body feel good, whatever good feelings you want to bubble up. If there's anything bad, let them bubble up and dissipate as well. And let yourself have permission to feel good things no matter what is going on around you, just for 30 seconds. Try it out. And you can find me at spaforthesoul.com. I also have a YouTube channel with a playlist that has some free meditations and free, I also have travel videos and psychology trainings. And that is youtube.com, obviously, Soul Spa Travel /Soul Spa Travel on YouTube. So I
I
hope I
love
find you
that. I'll
there.
make sure that I put that on the show notes.
Thank you, Francie. It's wonderful to meet you. I love your vibe and the feel of your show. I love spontaneous. You're awesome.
Yeah, I know. It was so funny. You asked me, so what are we talking about? I say, yeah, I know as much as you do because I don't do I don't prepare myself before the interview. So it's just freestyle. I just love to get to know you as a person more than like what you offer, but I still want to have an open floor, open show, for you to come and promote yourself and anything that you have going on in your life. And it seems like you have a lot going on. I pray that everything works out for the best, which it will, and that soon everything will be open so you can, which is funny, like you say over there is cash, and in America, they're trying to get rid of cash.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's so different everywhere. And never know what you're going to encounter. I love your spontaneity too. I love how the show is not. It was literally what you just said. 2 minutes or 1 minute before, I'm like, wait, what's the topic of this before again? And you were like, it's just spontaneous. I love that because it means it comes from the heart. That means you do your shows from the heart, and that's perfect. Thank
Yeah,
you
and
so
I
much
love
for
it
having
because
me.
they can tell, that I'm getting to know the person as they are. So it's just amazing. I love that kind of energy. But thank you so much
Yes.
for your time. Sorry for the difficulties behind the scenes.
That's okay. I love that we did it anyway, even though there's sound difficulties. It's the heart that comes through, and it's great. I'm glad we connected anyway. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Oh,
Well, hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did. You can find my podcast in all major platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, my YouTube channel. You know the deal. Like and subscribe. Hope you have a blessed day.